30-page speech, I am afraid that this would not be enough really to express what is in my heart. You know, my co-workers in government, I hate, it leaves a bad taste in the mouth to be talking about corruption and graft, especially among, well, at least educated and learned people, and especially so about finances and money, revenues. Ayaw ko sana. Pero kaya lang, I am not in front of an incorrigible crowd. I know that most of you are honest. Otherwise, we have not collected this huge amount. Alam ko yan. I grew up in a bureaucracy and I started as at that time, the 7th Assistant City Fiscal of Davao. And ano rin ako, climbing up to the second spot, eventually before I became mayor. So many years of sacrifice. And again, in that office, and every other office in government is a veritable ground for corruption. Nandyan yan eh. And it starts from the top. Ako, sinasabi ko sa inyo, whether you like to believe it or not, papers about transactions in government do not reach my desk. I only sign appointments and security matters and keeps me busy all the time. Lahat yung mga, whatever be department, it stays there. And I have given the authority to every cabinet member to decide and to use his own talent to protect the interest of the nation. Walang contract, either yung mga railway, MRT, walang umaabot. Baski tanungin mo, and I do not call a cabinet member. And you can ask them, and even Sid, who's a good friend of mine, I have not for the life of me even called him once. Kita ko siya yung was inducted into office, and that's about it. And so Mr. Dolay of the BIR. Alam mo, Sonny of magtaka kayo kung bakit na, but I will answer it in full detail and with a good explanation later on. But kung bakit maraming, sabi nga nila, militarize ang civilian bureaucracy. I will give you the answer maybe in the future. But for now, let's just say that I need them to run the government faster and more to my liking and immediately done. Ito sila, they are not strangers to me. They are not my kababayans. Some of them or most of them are military men who during the years of their in the career build-up, they happen to pass by or sojourn Davao City. Because I was the chairman of the Peace and Order Council, mas expanded yung rapport ko sa mga militar. Hindi ko yan sila kilala noon. But nakilala ko sa, for example, like Sid started as a second lieutenant right after his PMA days. I was then a vice mayor. And I became mayor for 23 years. So lahat yan sila. Si Koy, lahat dito. Moreno. Nakilala ko lang yan sila along the way in my mayorship days. And yung iba naman sila, Dolay, Belio, they were my dorm mates. And karamihan sa yung ano namin, sa floor namin, we're almost all Ilocanos. Kaya karamihan na puro Ilocano ang naging barkada ko. But when I was choosing the men and women to run this government, I remember them for their goodwill and honesty. The innate basic honesty of a person. Mga estudyante lang kami lang, dulay na. So I could more or less had a glimpse of the values of their persona. Sid eventually became, but I chose him as chief of police, then the regional commander, and his penultimate position was that of operations of the PNP. And so with the others. Pero wala ko kaming na baka sabihin ninyo, nagpapalakas ako sa military. I've been telling the military, I do not need your personal loyalty. Far from it. Your loyalty should remain only to one specific thing. And that is the Constitution of the Republic of the Philippines. And it symbolizes, it's an abstract thing actually. Not everybody understands what's written there. But the flag represents that union. Remember that we are not blood brothers. Well, as a Filipino, maybe as a race, yes. But magkakaiba-iba to. With different dialects, minus, idiosyncrasies, lahat. Hindi tayo magkakilala. But once upon a time, whether it was a Ford-Hartley decision or not, our forefathers decided to write a constitution that binds us. Now, it might not really be the perfect constitution. As a matter of fact, it has so much, there's a room for improvement. But then again, as we continue in the nation building, which was started many, many centuries ago, we just have to make something out of it during our generation. And your generation is really to take care of the next generation. That is included in our duty. To pass on the values, whether good or bad, to the next children. And maybe, pero wala na tayo doon. Ako sabi ko sa mga anak ko, hanggang anak lang ako. Huwag na ninyo akong bigyan ng trabaho na to the grandchildren. Of course, I love them. But my worry is only how they would live out life as it is presented in this planet. Hanggang anak lang ako, sabi. But during my time, there are things which are really bothering us. And almost always to the critics, and I accept their criticism. This is democracy. I accept their evaluation of things vis-a-vis with mine. I was not the one who declared drug problem as a national security threat. It was Gloria Arroyo. So from there, I don't know, but I am not trying to belittle Aquino, but his role just went by para sa akin in a flash. It's now past tense. Nagpaiwan niyang deadly toxic. It has reduced, and even if there's a conflict in the figure of 10,000 o 1,000 ang namatay. O sabi ko, kay Santiago yun For my PDA, it says that it has reached 3 million. Kay panahon ni Bato, sabi niya 1,000,004. But it is really 101. You know, it has reduced my country, some of the citizens, to slavery. They are slaves to a chemistry that is very lethal. And for those unbelieving, the so many crimes and the many victims, innocent ones, rape, children, and even a 6-month-old baby being raped. That could be done by a crazy person. And Shabu had a great contribution to that. But when I was mayor, I said, and it was during Sid's time and si Batok, pati si Koy, they were, sinabi ko sa kanila, when I was mayor, I'm building a city. I am not a policeman, I am not a soldier. But do not destroy my city because I love the people and the place. You do it and I will kill you, destroy you. And that statement is intended for the human rights people. When I became president, I said, I am not a military man, I am a general. I'm just an ordinary worker in government. Pero ang problema, the task is on my lap and I have to do something about it. So sabi ko, huwag mong sirain ang bayan. No? Kasi putang inapapatayin talaga kita. Huwag mong patayin ang mga anak namin. Kasi yan lang ang pag-asa nating lahat. Except for those guys who own those, yung gustong bumili ng mga yung sinira, pati yung mga brand nyo doon sa Davao. Okay yan sila. They do not need government. They can buy government. They can buy their security, buy all the things that they need, luxury or otherwise. About the poor people. Hindi nila kailangan ng gobyerno. Yung mga Taipan dyan, they can provide for own security. They have so much money to live comfortably until kingdom come. Tayo, kayo, ako. Why are we working here? And how much do you expect to receive at the end of your productive life when you retire at the age of 65? Magkano? Ako, maybe pegged to the highest salary, 3-4 million. Justices, mas malaki yan sila. Ordinary empleyado. Sabat 1-2 policemen. Mabuti lang dinubli ko yung sweldo nila. Ilan pa kuha lang nila? 800,000. And they retire at the age of 56. Strong enough to pull a truck. Tapos they wait out until they die. At the age of 50, papasok na lahat. Diabetes, hypertension, lahat na. Kidney. Espiritu mga sundalo, halos sira ang kanilang kidney. I don't know why, but it's the popular disease that they would like to acquire. All of them halos sira ang kidney. Siguro, inom dito ng tubig, yung inom doon. Baka inunom ninyo yung ginamit ng babae sa ligo niya. Tapos, I increased the pension of the SSS, senior citizens, 1,000. Is that enough? If you get for another 10 years, would that suffice? To buy all the medicines? Who pays for your hospitalization? Who pays for your meds? Who will spoon feed you? Sino magluto sa luga mo? Who will wipe your body with a towel and a hot water when you are already bedridden? And you think that you can live by that pension that the government is giving? So what is the secret? The secret is we work hard, educate our children, just like my mother. And when she's on the sunset of her days, we take over and we take care of them. Otherwise, mga muy ka dyan. And there are people who just abandon their mother and father just like that. And even in a family of 5, nobody wants to take